It's time now for the Peter Channel 11 a.m. news report for this Wednesday morning going into Wednesday afternoon, April 29th, 2015. Good morning and afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. 11 a.m. news lines here. Top story at 11 a.m. is schools reopened and streets were calm in Baltimore on Wednesday after an encouraging night that saw little of the angry chaos that has devastated Charm City in recent days. And is Baltimore Obama's moment to lose with St. as Hillary to call the end of mass incarceration. Former Governor of Maryland, Martin O'Malley, walks the streets of Baltimore and gets heckled and man survives 80 hours in riddle of Nepal earthquake. In Washington, the U.S. economy slowed to a crawl at the start of the year as business/investments exports stumbled and consumers showed the signs of caution making a return to the uneven growth that has been the hallmark of the nearly 6 year. UFC strip light heavyweight champion John Jones at his title on Tuesday, one day after he turned himself to police custody on a felony charge in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Washington. President Barack Obama saw the Baltimore riots show that the police departments need to hold officers accountable for wrongdoing instead of just the closing of the ranks approach that all too often we see. In Copenhagen, Danish shipping company Maersk said on Wednesday that the crew of the Maersk Tigris container ship were safe and in good spirits after raining before it seized the ship in the Strait of Hormuz the previous day. In Orlando, Florida, high wire performer Nick Woodland completed another death-defying stunt, pacing unserved atop the 400-foot high Orlando on Wednesday morning, inaugurating a new observation first wheel as it slowly spun toward him. Dirk and John Penton rubber show a new all-ins launched their fight for the same-sex marriage nearly 2 years ago when they filed suit challenging Louisiana's ban on such marriages. Prominent Baltimore activist Joseph Kent was arrested Tuesday night on live TV while protesting after the city's 10 p.m. curfew. Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont is becoming a Democrat running for president, and he fills the void left vacant by liberal darling Elizabeth Warren. The number of Americans who signed contracts in March to buy previously owned homes climbed after the biggest increase in more than 4 years have signed for further progress in a housing recovery. New York generic drug maker Mylan has again boosted its offer to buy over-the-counter medicines maker Perrigo after its two previous offers were rejected. Charter Communications and Time Warner Cable are likely to meet next week to discuss a possible deal, sources told CNBC on Wednesday. Lumber liquidators reported a net loss in the first quarter of the company continues to dispute accusation that its Chinese-made laminate board contains dangerous levels of formaldehyde. A look at the stock market report on this Wednesday morning going into Wednesday afternoon. The Dow, 18,038.90, down 71.24. S&P 500, 2,101. S&P 500, 2,107.36, down 7.40, and NASDAQ 5,036.11, down 19.31. David Letterman's days are dwindling down to a precious few as his final late show for CBS is set to air on May 20th, as he told the New York Times in an interview today that he was awash in melancholia. Antarctica may seem hostile to life, especially the continent's largely ice-free dry valleys, but new research shows that there may be an entire world underground with rivers of liquid salt water flowing to subsurface lakes, all of which could be teeming. London, U.S. space officials said on Wednesday that Russian efforts to salvage a resupply mission to the International Space Station have failed, and that the spacecraft will re-enter the Earth's atmosphere. NASA's Messenger spacecraft in orbit around Mercury the past 4 years will come to a fiery end on Thursday when it crashed into the surface of the planet. The adult brain that was washed in alcohol during its formative years looks differently than the adult brain that skipped the youthful binge drinking, says a new study conducted on rats. Test tubes. Most countries woefully unprepared to fight resistant superbugs, says the World Health Organization. Okay, take a look at sports news here at 11:04. This evening, the Boston Red Sox will square up against the Toronto Blue Jays this evening at Fenway Park. Within minutes, maybe seconds, at the start of the 2015 NFL Draft, Florida State quarterback Jameis Winston will become the face of the franchise. If not for a slight meaningless touch of DeAndre Jordan's fingertips on what would have been likely been the game-winning shot of Chris Paul technical foul, the Spurs would probably be down 3-2 in the first round playoff series against the Los Angeles Clippers. Peter Jello News times now 11:05. Time. Gonna look at the traffic situation here on this Wednesday morning, going into Wednesday afternoon. 95 minutes southbound side. Slow from Route 37 to Route 295 and Warkwood Island there. 95 minutes southbound side. A little slow around Route 146 in downtown Providence there. And 95, we got an accident 95 minutes southbound side around Route 114 in Pawtucket. So that accident's cleared off. And 95 on the northbound side, a little slow around Route 120 in Canton here. And 95 on the southbound Southeast Expressway on the southbound side, a little slow around the Dorchester stretch. Northbound Southeast Expressway. So from Mosley Boulevard all the way out to Mass Ave exit here. We got an accident on Route 9 near Route 120 in Wellesley, so expect some delays here. And we got an accident on 485 in Upton before the Mass Pike, so expect some delays. And speaking of the Mass Pike, it is slow from 146 in Millbury all the way up to Grafton, doing an accident on the Mass Pike in the eastbound side of Grafton. So expect some delays here. And 495 on the northbound side, a little slow from Westford all the way up to Route 3 in Chelmsford here. 93 on the southbound side, slow from 232 into Route 110 in Lawrence there. 495 on the southbound side, a little slow around Route 97 in April here. And we got Route 101 on the westbound side, a little slow around the intersection with Interstate 95 in Hampton, New Hampshire here. Route tonight, Everett Turnpike on the southbound side, a little slow from 114A to in Manchester, New Hampshire, due to some road work on the Everett Turnpike in Manchester, New Hampshire, and Route 101 on the eastbound side, a little slow after Route 102 in Raymond, New Hampshire here. And the main turnpike is looking good from York all the way up in the Portland and Augusta here. And on 290 in the eastbound side in downtown Worcester, we got an accident near Route 9, so expect some delays here. And down in Plymouth, Route 3 and then the southbound side. Slow around Route 6 and 71 and 71 Bridge on the eastbound side of Route 6. Slow. Westbound side is looking good here. And take a look at MBTA service alerts here. The subway system is looking good. Some prominent trains may continue to experience delays of 10 to 20 minutes at Attleboro due to damaged Amtrak signals there. And the ferries are looking good. Peter Channel News Times, 11:08, and it's time now for our weather report here for today. It will be slight chance of showers after 2 p.m. Mostly clouds, about 63 degrees. East with about 5 to 10 miles by chance of precipitation of 20%. Tonight, slight chance of showers before 11 p.m. Clouds, low about 41 degrees. East with about 6 miles p.m. and common in the evening. Chance of precipitation of 20%. Thursday, clouds, are gradually becoming mostly sun skies, about 60 degrees. Calm wind becoming north-east around 5 to 7 miles per hour in the morning. Thursday, slight chance of showers after 3 a.m. Punch about after 4 a.m. was. Most clouds, low about 40 degrees. North-east with about 6 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation of 20%. Friday, chance of showers may be between 7 a.m. and noon, punch about before 7 a.m. and was. Clouds, high about 50 degrees. North-east with about 7 to 10 miles per gust size. 22 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 30%. Friday, slight chance of showers before 10 p.m. Clouds, with a low around 30 degrees and chance of precipitation 20%. Saturday, part time skies about 36 degrees. Saturday, punch about after 3 a.m. was. Podcast skies low about 39 degrees. Sunday, punch about before 8 a.m. was. Most of the skies about 66 degrees. Saturday, podcast skies low about 44 degrees. Monday, Saturday podcast skies about 72, low about 49 degrees. And for Tuesday, both Saturday skies are about 75 degrees. Norton temperature at 11 a.m. 60 degrees with fair skies. That's going to be for the Peter Channel 11 a.m. news report on this April 29th, 2015 on a Wednesday morning, going into Wednesday afternoon. Pierce, you have a good day. I'll see you at 5 o'clock. Have a good day.